Hi, this is JP from Now the Lights Over Arkham. Welcome to this first ever episode from my channel for the Earthborne Rangers card game. So this will be a deck building video. So I will be building a deck for the Lure of the Valley campaign that comes in the Earthborne Rangers core box, and we are playing through solo, and I probably will be using the new mini expansion Spire in Bloom for the playthrough. It won't affect this deck building video at all, but just to let you know, I am playing through the other campaign at the moment with two different decks. So I don't have every card at my disposal at the moment, but most of them I have. So we can pretty much build a decent deck for the true solo gameplay. But I'll build the deck. We'll see what kind of deck I can build. One thing I want to mention, the rules say that you can pick the aspect card from the available ones, but I like to do that a bit differently, so I will be picking it randomly. And other thing I want to mention, I have the Shepherds of the Vale player card expansion, so I will be including those cards in the card pool for this deck building. So this won't be a complete core box only playthrough or deck building video, so keep that in mind. But without further delay, let's get started. Okay, and we are basically ready to begin. So I have my deck or player card pool here. So basically these are the player cards I am using. These are only the rewards I can get from the playthrough, so we are not of course picking those. First off, let's talk about how you build a deck for Earthborne Rangers. First off, we have these personality cards. These are basically, if you have played Arkham Horror LCG, these are pretty much like skill cards. So they only give this icon to the test, whichever icon the test needs, but some cards also give you some kind of effect when you play them. There are 4 different colors, but keep in mind that the colors basically don't mean anything. They are just for the deck building. You have to pick one unique times 2 from each color. So 1 green, 1 red, 1 blue, and 1 yellow times 2. So those we need to pick. So we will have 8 cards from those. And then we have background cards. We have 5 different backgrounds to use. I probably won't be picking Tailspinner because one of my already built decks is using quite a lot of cards from that, but we'll see if the aspect cards gives us a good match for those. We might pick that for our background. So we will be picking 1 background, and we will pick 5 unique cards times 2 from that background. So basically 5 different cards and 2 copies of each. So that is 18 cards. Then we will pick a speciality. We will have also the Spirit Speaker available. Of course, one of my decks for which is already built is using Spirit Speaker, so we might not be picking that for this deck building. But we will be picking one of the specialities, and again 5 unique cards from that. Also we will be picking our roll card, and every speciality has different kinds of roll cards available. So again, 5 unique cards times 2, so that will be 28 cards in total. And lastly, we can pick one card times 2, so 2 copies of one card from anywhere. So we could pick another background or another speciality to round the deck to 30 cards, and that will be our deck. But firstly, here are all the aspect cards from the core set, but I also have these aspect cards that came in with the Shepherds of the Vale expansion. The difference with these is that these will have one strong aspect, one weak aspect, and 2 balanced aspects. But this will have one very strong aspect, one balanced aspect, and 2 weak aspects. So it is a bit of a gamble, but we will be picking the aspect card at random. The rules don't say that you have to pick it at random, but I like to pick it at random because it is a kind of an RPG thing, the same thing as you are rolling your character. The dice could give you some good stats for something and bad stats for another thing, and that will direct your deck building. And for Earthborne Rangers, the aspect card is really crucial for the deck building of which cards you can include in your deck. So that is why I like to pick it at random. I have found out that it makes for more interesting deck building because you are not always picking the same aspect card and the same cards from your card pool. Okay, I think that's enough shuffling. So I will just pick one card at random, and that is our aspect card. Okay, well, that is a difficult one to build. Usually for traversing or advancing your travels, you want fitness. And to talk to the creatures and people of the valley, you want spirit. Awareness is a different kind of aspect or energy. I will do a mulligan for this one because it is really difficult to build a true solo deck. So let's say that I will pick 3 at random and pick one of those. So the other one is, we are only getting this. Okay, well, these are the 3 different kinds aspect cards we have to choose from. It is a bit glary. So we have 2 with strong awareness. It basically means that we can bypass some creatures and stuff like that more easily. But this looks a bit more balanced. So we can traverse, we can search for cards, but we are not good at talking to people. But I think for true solo, I won't be picking neither of these 2 because that I want to have more options available. So I'll pick this one. So this will be our aspect card. So I'll just set it down here. And yeah, I chickened out, sorry, but it is what it is. I'm actually at the moment playing with a 4 awareness ranger, but it is quite difficult, and I am playing a 2-player, so my partner is playing a ranger with an aspect that compensates my aspect, so it is a bit easier. Okay. Well, that is the aspect card picked, so next we will start to think which background or speciality we'll pick. Okay, well, now we have a lot of choices. Well, I have played with Conciliator Shepherd, so I think I won't be picking those. I might try a Shaper, or okay, let's see what is what kind of level 3 or the conduit for the Shaper is. So the Shaper is a bit different than the other ones. So the Shaper has this conduit which will be used to cast all these manifestations they have. So after the challenge deck is shuffled, add 1 glint to this conduit. So that is actually interesting because you can't really affect the amount you will get those, or you could, because if you choose this role which lets you scout the challenge deck, so you could always like get cards. That sounds interesting. Let's see what the new cards for the Shaper are. So we have these two. So the new role, add 1 token to a conduit or ready it. Okay, well, this just bypasses everything. That's a bit boring. Okay, well, Shaper could be a choice. But we'll think about that. I could pick let's see. I haven't played with a traveler that much. Okay, let's see what kind of tail spinner cards are still available. The better part of valor. Choose a being with reach of within reach of a ranger. That being fatigues that ranger. Shuffle that being into the path deck. That ranger scouts a number of path cards equal to the chosen being's presence, then draws the path card. So, interesting. I could pick this. Ready an attachment or a card with tail attached to it. Nah. Songwave Mantle. Exhaust. When you use 1 buffer, when you would suffer 1 or more fatigue, discard a card from your hand. If you do, either prevent 1 of the fatigue, or if you have 5 or more fatigue, prevent all of it. Okay, this then we can't get the loot. Okay, the Bard is out of the question, I think. Not enough choices. Okay, well, what about the Explorer? Share in the Valley's secret. Exhaust each obstacle. Suffer fatigue equal to the number of obstacles exhausted this way. Well, I think exhausted obstacles still prevent you from traveling, so that sucks. I don't know what the new cards for the Explorer are, so I'll check those. Circuitous route. When you would draw a path card, instead discard the top card of the path deck, then suffer fatigue equal to that card's presence. Toro the Raccoon. Discard 1 progress from an obstacle to move your ranger token to it. Awareness plus compasses scavenge. For a useful scrap, to add 1 token to attack. If you fail, draw a path card. Do we have a lot of tech for the Explorer? Okay, so these are tech. These are tech. Tech. Oh yeah, we can take the hiking staff. Okay, let's make a decision. I will pick the Explorer, but what will we pick for the other class? I haven't played Artisan at all. Okay, let's pick Artisan. That sounds interesting. So, Explorer that can do tech. Okay, that's... So, Explorer, Artisan, and these are the cards we are using. Then we also can pick 1 card for the extra... the last card, basically, for the deck. Okay. First off, Undaunted Seeker. When you perform a test, dodge 1 card. Move your ranger token to a feature. That feature fatigues you. Those are a bit boring. Okay, I'll think about that later. Okay, yeah, and of course we have this Vigilant Lookout Explorer from the Stewards of the Valley. So we have choices. 3 choices basically for the role. Okay, first off, I will remove all cards I can't have from these decks, so it will make going through the cards a bit faster. So we can't have the fit 3 cards, so just put them there. We can't have focus 3 cards, so no hidden trails, unfortunately. And we can't have Spirit 2 or more cards, so those are out. Okay, those are those cards we can use. Then we have these we can have, and these we can have, these we can have, these we can have, these we can't have. So these are out. And lastly, we can have all of these cards, so we'll keep those here. Okay, first off, I think we will want to have this pocketed belt pouch, because it is quite good if we intend on having a lot of different gear. So the gear cards have these symbols, so there are basically 5 slots we can have gear in it, and every gear takes up some slots. So this pocket belt pouch reduces the equip value of your gear by 1 to a minimum of 1, so we can have a lot more gear equipped during the game. So that is a definite take. And I like to use the favorite gear, so I'll pick that because it suits fatigue, and fatigue is really nasty or annoying. It is basically, if you take fatigue, you want to soothe it so you can get those cards into your hand without having to search them from your deck by doing the basic remember action. So that is already 2 cards taken from the artisan. Okay. I think that is redundant with the pocket belt pouch. It reduces 1 gears what it takes up, so I'm not feeling to take that for one of my 5 cards. Friendly repair service. So this is an interesting card. It is an aspiration. So aspiration means you have to complete it 6 times for you to gain a reward. So it's basically your ranger's backstory. So I'm actually a bit intrigued to get this. When a ranger connects with an attached human, the ranger who played this card may discard 1 token from one of their equipped gear to commit 1 effort. When an attached human is clear with progress, record 1 improvement and discard this attachment. I'm not that good at connecting, so I think I'll skip that. Thank you very much. Alloy Recycler. When one of your equipped gear is discarded, you may attach it to this gear face down. Exhaust when a ranger performs a test. Commit a card attached to this gear. Maybe. Let's see if we have better choices here. The right tool might be a good one. Masterwork. I think that sounds good. It is attached to a ranger equipped gear. Response when a ranger performs a test from the attached gear, commit 1 effort. So we will probably be having some gear that has tests on them. Okay, that's already 4 slots taken from this. So we have to figure out which card we still want to have from the artisan. Moment of desperation. Discard 1 of your equipped gear to add damage to a being equal to the number of tokens on the discarded gear. I don't really know if I want that. Universal power cells. Attached to a ranger's equipped tech. When you play this attachment, add 3 tokens to the attached gear. Functional replica. The mother of invention. Choose an attachment in a ranger's discard. That ranger may immediately play that attachment as if it were in their hand. Well, at the moment we only have 2 attachments, but if those go into our discard, this could be useful. I'll maybe take that. Not really feeling the blue cards. think I'll pick this one. Or okay, well, we'll get back to it later. So basically we have chosen our 5 different cars from the artisan. We'll see if we will change something, but we now check for the other cars. So I think Toro the raccoon I'll pick that just for the, because I like the art on it. It's so cute. So Toro the raccoon is our first explorer card. Circuitous route. When you would draw a path card, instead discard the top card of the path deck, then suffer fatigue equal to that card's presence. So we get a free round. That sounds awesome. We don't need to deal with a path card. Yeah. Okay, personal travel log. When you suffer 1 or more fatigue, add an equal number of stories to this book. Spirit plus navigation, reflect 2. On your travels, discard all stories from this book. If you discard at least 4 stories, shuffle up to 2 cards from your fatigue stack into your deck. Nah. Not interested. Okay, a leaf in the breeze. When you traverse, dodge up to 3 cards. Hydrogen goggles. Awareness plus triangles. Use 1 drop. Clarify your view of the environment around you to scout path cards equal to your effort. Then draw 1 path card. Share in the valley's secrets. Exhaust each obstacle. Suffer fatigue equal to the number of obstacles exhausted this way. I think this would be better in like 3-player or 4-player game, not maybe true solo. Okay, boundary sensors. Exhaust. Use 1 sensor when a ranger performs a traverse test. Commit 1 effort. Yes. Orlin's hiking staff. Exhaust. Use 1 stride. Add 1 progress to a trail. And fit plus yin yang or carbs, whatever. Strike. Add 1 damage to a being for every 2 effort. If you fail, suffer 1 injury. Okay, I'll take that. Panasonic headset. Or field journal, or walk with me. Okay. I'm not sure if I will want to be doing that. Scouting. Do I want to do scouting? Not sure. Okay. Okay, I'll pick it. Okay, that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, do I want to keep these? I'm not really utilizing my 3 awareness with these picks. And these I'm not utilizing at all. Well, these take a lot of slots, so these 2. Do I really want to pick the raccoon? Well, it uses awareness, and we can add tokens to attack, which are this. Well, that doesn't need any. That doesn't need any. And that doesn't need any. So only basically this one. But that helps us traverse more easily. Okay. Maybe we will just won't be connecting with people, which is a bit of hindrance. We could take the walk with me. I'll actually figure out. Okay. Sorry, Toro. We'll take this one. And oh yeah, Toro goes here. Are we happy with these? We have these. We still need to pick something. So that helps us. So I think I will be picking the Vigilant Lookout. So I can scout one path card and use this to scout two, rearrange them, and then just ignore a path card if I need to with that. Also, this helps me to find the gear I need faster. This makes the so if I use this gear to strike, for example, I can make it a masterwork. So when a ranger performs a test from the attached gear, commit one effort. Okay. That affects only one card. Okay, that we can also attach it to the pocket belt pouch to search your ranger deck for a gear and add it to your... Okay, I think this is not that needed. The right tool. So now we have one slot open for that. So do we have anything else we want from the artisan? As you can see, the deck building for this game is quite like you're just smashing cards together and figuring out what works and what doesn't. I could probably do... So boundary sensors, universal power cells. So I could just make it last forever. Now that we don't have the raccoon, maybe that's a possible choice. Functional replica takes up space. Well, that takes up space too. Yeah, well, our moment of desperation. Okay, well... I think we will be happy with this. Yeah, so not a lot of yellow, but we are not that spiritual, and quite a little green actually. That is a bit worrying. Yeah. Okay, well, I think that's good enough. Don't really know what else I would pick from there or here. Okay, we'll keep this, and now we only basically need to figure out the personality cards. We have we'll take observant because it is basically a double whatever of those, one of those, because we can take a fatigue. And steadfast, same thing. Oh, we can't take it. It requires fitness 3. So I think we will need some ways to connect with people. So do we want to have a good traverse ability? So bold. Possibly bold. And we can take the compassionate, unfortunately. That's annoying. Okay. Okay, my cat Keijo wants to come and build some decks with us. So, hey Keijo. How's it going? You're on camera, do you know? He doesn't care. Just wants to wreak havoc. Yeah. Okay, we would love to have more hearts in our deck, so maybe versatile or engaging. Engaging sucks. Those are out. How about these ones? So one for good deliberate. Oh. If we have a lot of cards in hand, that's good, but I'm not sure we'll have. Enthusiastic. After you succeed at a test, which you comment this attribute if your effort was 3 or more, move one being. I don't know, but it brings 2 different icons, so that's good. So maybe we won't take the bolt then. Yeah, better at traversing than connecting, so I'm going to pick that. Then we have to pick something from the yellow. After you succeed at the test in which you committed to this attribute, you may suffer 1 fatigue. Persuasive or thoughtful. That uses triangles, that uses yeah, we'll pick this one. Helps us to fight. And lastly, we need to pick a blue personality. Deliberate, no, and we can take that. So those are out. And meticulous. After you succeed at a test in which you committed this attribute, you may suffer 1 fatigue. I'll pick that just to have more of versatile. I'll pick the versatile. Okay, those are, we are versatile, persuasive, enthusiastic, and observant. So that is the personalities done. So now the last thing we need to pick is stop falling. Whatever, I'll fix that later. So we have 28 cards and our role and aspect picked. So the last thing we do is to pick one set of 2 cards from anywhere. So I'll check these conciliator cards first. One with nature. Reduce the presence of each card in play to 0 until the end of the next turn. That's crazy. Well, intention translator would help us to connect with people, but I think that could be, that's not a bad idea actually. Safeguard. When a ranger would suffer an injury. Nah. We can take 3 focus cards. Let's check the new cards from the Consolator. Show no fear. Nah. Empathy amplifier. Deployed. When you perform a traverse test, reduce your effort by 1. When you perform a connect test, commit 1 effort. This gear gains the following ability. Use 1 reading when a ranger performs a test from a being. Commit 2 efforts. Reduce your effort by 1 for the traverse. When you perform a connect test, commit 1 effort. This gear gains the following ability. Use 1 reading when ranger performs a test from a being. Commit 2 effort. Nah. Okay. Not that. Let's see. Maybe something from the tail spinner. The better part of valor. Choose a being with reach ranger. That enemy fatigues that ranger. Shuffle that being into the path deck. That ranger scouts a number of path cards equal to the chosen being presence. Then draws a path card. Okay. Not the tail spinner. Maybe an artificer. So they have a lot of gear, so I could get something interesting from them. Maybe a blue tree from the artificer, that sounds interesting. If they have one, we'll see. Creative. No. No. Okay, nothing there. Spider-Bat gloves. During a turn you may treat the obstacles if they did not have the obstacle keyword. So it still stops me from traveling, but I can go beyond them. No. Okay, this last card will be a bit hard to figure out. What do we want? We don't want Shaper, because those usually only work with the Shaper. We don't want Spirit Speaker, because those work with Spirit Speaker. Maybe Forager. Let's check out Forager. Buffer Crawler Spores. When you add damage to a being with the attached gear, exhaust that being and attach this card to it. That being gains the flora, doesn't help us. Shovel doesn't help us. Secret Garden doesn't help us. Loose Leaf Tea Kit. No. Nature's Abundance. Each ranger may add 1 damage to a flora to soothe 1 fatigue and gain 1 energy of any type. When you add damage to a flora in this way, you may not exceed its damage threshold. Not that good with only solo. Better with 2 or more players, I think. Let's see the new Forager card, so maybe there's something interesting here. Needle Moss, no. Mirror's Botany. No. Not good enough. Okay, what are the new Shepherd cards? After you successfully connect with an attached being, soothe 1 fatigue response. When damage would be added to the attached being, discard this attachment to prevent that. Nah. Zoological Recorder, no. Essay of the Shepherding. No. Okay. This last card is really hard to figure out. What about Traveler? After you commit this attribute, search your Ranger deck for the next attribute that you can commit to this test and commit it. No. How about these? Eagle Eyes, paths we roamed before. Do we have a lot of moments? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if we had this, we can any number of ranger cards, place them face down on top of ranger's fatigue stack, so we could possibly get them back. Or perfect recall. Actually, that sounds good. We can play these again straight from our discard, so that's much more efficient. Okay, I think that's our deck. So yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 times 2. Well, that intention translator. I think that is more useful. So let's see our gear. Takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have choices. Good icon. So okay, I'll take the intention translator. Okay. We'll go with that. So that is the deck. So that took us almost an hour, but it is what it is. So 50 minutes to build a deck. That's usually how long it takes, but that is our deck ready. And next video we'll jump into the Lure of the Valley campaign. I'm not sure how far I will be playing the campaign, but I'll try to make it as far as possible. And of course it will have story spoilers for the Earthborne Rangers Lure of the Valley campaign. So know that if you are interested in seeing that, but yeah, that's just the way it is with these story-driven games, but we'll see. So hope you guys like this deck building video, a bit different video from what I usually do on my channel, but I thought that it would be interesting to demonstrate how you build a deck for Earthborne Rangers. So thanks for watching and until next time.